Shall I start, ma'am?
Ma'am, okay, ma'am. So, hello, everyone. Happy evening to you all. Another important schedule of skill developer we are being in. As you all aware about our schedules, today also we are having a very fantastic resource person for you all to talk about a very important topic to the students. Fraternity. I welcome Dr. R. Meghala ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, SDNB Vaishnav College for Women, Chennai. Welcome, ma'am. As I
Thank you,
said
ma'am.
already, it's a unique and important topic, which is about effective study techniques for first year students. Why we chosen this topic in the International Conference on Career Readiness Skills for Students? Students need to aware about after entering into the hard climate from school to college, they need to understand that the climate of the college, it's for education purpose only, not because of enjoying something or like that. So the TV shows or cinemas created a different environment about the colleges. So college is a very fantastic place to develop their skills, explore their knowledge, so that only we used to share something about new things to the college students who are entering into the first year of college. For that, we had created wonderful set of 10 topics. In the topic, we are being in the week of 8 and 168th program of skill developer and 17th series of skill developer. I'm welcoming you all for the wonderful session. So regular visitors are there, regular faculty members are there, regular Tamil ஆர்வலர்கள் are there to explore about the new knowledge, to gain something and to develop their upskilling. So I welcome one and all present here, and thank you so much to Bharati Sudar for making this wonderful week. Every week we make it possible, all because of Bharati Sudar. Thank you so much, Balarmadi Bharataka, who is being in London, and she keeps supporting all the things for me to explore all the skill related events and all. Thank you so much, everyone. Um, and my conveners, I welcome my conveners of skill developer, uh, especially Shamla ma'am. Thank you so much for inviting Meghla ma'am for this wonderful occasion, and expecting her presence in a new way to deliver a very fantastic speech today. Thank you all our present here, and I welcome Meghla ma'am for the welcome ma'am. Your time starts now, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your wonderful introduction. I think this is my third online session with skill developer. Thank you for inviting me once again. Thank you so much for the organizers also. You are continuously organizing various programs that too in different topics. It's really wonderful session to all those, not only for the students, for the academicians, for all everyone. It is very useful, ma'am. Thank you so much. Without further delay, I am moving on to our today's topic: effective study techniques for first year students. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So today topic is effective study techniques for first year students. Yeah, it's very wonderful topic. So first years, most of the in arts and science colleges, the college has been started for the first year students. In engineer colleges, about I think by this week they are going to start their classes for the engineering colleges also. This topic is very much essential for the first year students. Why it is very much essential means, uh, most of the schools most of the in school period, students usually by heart or memorize all those information what they have learned, and they will write in the examination. Mostly they will concentrate on only on the scoring techniques, not they will they will by heart everything, and they will write whatever they studied. They literally they will study for the scoring marks. But this effective study techniques will leads you to learn a concept, and also remember the content what you have learned in the longer term memories. So this technique is very useful for the first year students. As you have moved from the school to colleges, this technique is will be very much useful, and you have to utilize, and this tech you have to adopt this technique for the further studies. Okay, first we will discuss why this study skill is important. So why are study skill important? So study skills are crucial for students as they enhance learning efficiency, improve information retention, reduce stress, and boost academic performance. So it helps to enhance learning efficiency. You can able to learn effectively. You can able to improve your information in retention. You can have reduced stress, and also boost the academic performance. It helps to boost your academic performance. Not only that, this effective study skills enable students to absorb, process, and retain information more effectively, leading to better academic outcomes and fostering lifelong learning. So that's why this learning study skill is very much important. Not only for that, it helps for all-round success. This learning study skills will not only help you in the schools, but also helps you in the colleges, which will help you succeed in the life and also proceed in the professional career. It develop the confidence booster. Developing the good study skill can increase your confidence. Also, you can able to have the self-esteem, which helps to reduce your anxiety. So this is our basically the importance of the study skills techniques. So you should not have much anxiety while writing the examinations or preparing some assignments or seminars, whatever it is. So it reduce your stress and develop the confidence while preparing some examinations or seminars, whatever it is. It also develop this social equilibrium. That means you can be able to cut down on the numbers of the hours by spending this studying time also. So not only that, it also increase learning capacity. Developing good study skills can be able to improve your ability to learn and retain the knowledge. And also it gives value to the work. That means students who have effective study skills may feel their work and effort in more worthwhile. So with this, so we will now discuss the what are the various effective study techniques which are available. So what are the study techniques we can apply while studying some subjects also we can discuss now. So far we have discussed about why we need the study skill. Next, we are moving about the various effective study techniques. Today, we are going to discuss 12 major effective studies techniques, which are specifically useful for the first year students. First, we are going to discuss about active recall study methods. So, what is meant by active recall study methods? So, active recall study method involves retrieving information from the memory. So, is a study technique that involves actively testing yourself on information rather than passively reviewing it. So the main goal is to force your brain to retrieve facts from the memory, which strengthen the memory traces also. It's like doing a mini exam while studying. So it usually do. So what it active recall exactly? So it retrieving the information from the brain itself. So it also strengthens the memory and reveals the learning gaps. Say for example, after reading the subject called hot or whatever it is, write down its part from the memory. So what are all the parts you have learned? So after closing the books, you have to start thinking of that. What are the parts of the heart and what comes in the right side and what comes in the left side? All those things you have to write without um, um, but by recalling what you have learned so far. Okay, so instead of just rereading or rereading or repeating the textbook, you have to close the material and try to recall the key concept. Then only you can able to gather the information, and it will leads to the long lasting information in your memory itself. Okay, so here I have few methods of the active recall methods. We will be having few methods in the school days or in the school itself. We usually have that concept called to recall the spaces and all. For example, my very excellent mother just served us nachos. So it helps to remember the our Mercury, Venus, Earth masses. So to remember that planets, we have this sentence called "My very excellent mother just served us nachos." Like that, you have many things. I think you know many things to remember and all. I have a small video uh, for mnemonic memory method. What is it actually? We will listen.
நம்ம எல்லாருமே படிச்ச உடனே ஞாபகத்துல இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறோம். ஆனா அது அவ்வளவு சீக்கிரம் நமக்கு வந்து ஞாபகத்திலே இருக்க மாட்டேங்குது. எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு ஒரு இயர் படிக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா அடுத்த நாளே என்ன பண்ணிடுறோம் அப்படின்னா அதை நம்ம மறந்துடுறோம். அது எப்படி ஈஸியா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிறது அப்படின்றதுக்கான ஒரு மெத்தடை சொல்றேன், நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. என்ன மெத்தட் அப்படின்னா அது நிமோனிக் மெத்தட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு தலைக்கோட்டை போர் 1565 நடைபெற்றது அப்படின்னு இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். அதை எப்படி ஈஸியா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம் அப்படின்னா, ஒரு கூடையில 5 ஆரஞ்சு பழம் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம். இப்போ ஒரு கூடையில அப்படின்றது 1, 5 அப்படின்றது 5 ஆரஞ்சு பழத்தை குறிக்கக்கூடியது, 65 அப்படின்றது ஆரஞ்சு அப்படின்னு ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோம். அப்போ ஒருத்தவங்க ஒரு கூடையில 5 ஆரஞ்சு பழம் வச்சிருந்தாங்க. இப்ப தலைக்கோட்டை போர் 1865 அப்படின்றது. இதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம எப்ப கேட்டாலும் என்ன பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னா அதை கரெக்டா ஆன்சர் பண்ணுவோம். அதுக்கடுத்து ஐஎன்சி, இந்தியன் நேஷனல் காங்கிரஸ் பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா 1885 டிசம்பர் 28 ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணாங்க அப்படின்னு இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். அதை நான் எப்படி படிப்பேன் அப்படின்னா 28 அப்படின்றது இருட்டு அப்படின்னு ஞாபகம் வச்சுப்போம். ஐஎன்சி இருட்டுல ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணாங்க, அப்போ ஐஎன்சி இருட்டு, அப்ப 28 அப்படின்றது மறக்கவே மறக்காது. இந்த மாதிரி நிமோனிக் மெத்தட் யூஸ் பண்றது மூலியமா ரொம்ப நாளைக்கு நம்ம மறக்காமையும் ஈஸியா எக்ஸாக்டான ஆன்சரை நம்ம என்ன பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்னா ஆன்சர் பண்ண முடியும். இது போன்ற யூஸ்ஃபுல்லான வீடியோஸ்க்கு நம்ம சேனலை ஃபாலோ.
Hope all of you understand what is the mnemonic method. Hope all of you able to hear that video also. Anyone please respond? Any one of you please respond? Please also come in comment also. You can express what you have seen in the mnemonic method. Okay. So mnemonic method is nothing but it's a shortcut. It's a shortcut method. Usually we can able to recall and remember various things using the shortcut method. So it helps to remember and recall whatever you have studied in the previous earlier method. So usually for identify the colors in the rainbow, usually we will have that one word. What is the word? Anyone please comment in the chat box to short form to for the rainbow colors. I think no one is responding. Okay. So Vibgyor also Richard of York gave a battle in the vein to identify the colors in the rainbow. Usually we will have this shortcut. This is called in the mnemonic method, which helps to regain or recall the whatever we have studied in the earlier. So not only this mnemonic method, we will also have the flashcard method. So in the flashcard method, what we have to do is in the front, we have in the front side of the flashcard, we have to write some concept or the title of that. Say for example, heart. We are going to study about the heart means you have to write about the heart, title of the title alone. In the back side, you have to write what is meant by heart, what are the parts, all those is component. You have to write on the back side. So while picking up this flashcard, so without seeing the answer and all, you have to write all those what you have studied in that. Later, you have to check with the answer what you have written, and you have to cross check it. It helps to um, reinforce your memory. So flashcard is one of the recall study method system. Self quizzing. So again, self quizzing. So this helps to make you stimulate the conditions and enhances recalls. You have to make a list of the questions about the material what you have studied. Then you have to start answering it. It helps to stimulate the for your exam conditions and also enhances the recalls. Next method in the recall system is peer teaching. So you have to study along with your friends. You have to teach each others about the concept, what you have learned so far. This helps to organize your thoughts and making your understanding and also recall stronger. Okay. Then you also go with the storytelling method. So you have to turn the information into stories. This is usually we will have for the history subjects and all. So in this history subjects, we will be having some places or kings and years and all. For that, we can use this storytelling method or narrative method, which will be very helpful. You can able to recall the information very easily. And also you can adopt the keyword methods. So particular time keywords or terminology we can fix in the mind, and you can recall from that keywords so that you can able to comprehend the information what you have studied, or you can able to recall the what you have gained. So gamification also one of the recall method. So game based learning helps to recall what you have studied already. So far we have discussed about the techniques of the active recall study material. Second method we are going to see about the spaced repetition. So whenever we are studying, we have to give some space for we have to give some interval over the period. So this spaced repetition involves reviewing information at increased interval over time. So these techniques leverages the psychological spacing effect, helping to move knowledge from the short term to the long term memory. So you should not study continuously. So you have to give some time interval of the spaced intervals. So it the benefits of the repetition are clear. So it improves the memory retention also. Say for example, review material increasing interval over time. Say for most knowledges from the short term to long term, what I have told. So example, review a concept today, then 2 days later, then a week later, we have to review. So what you students will do is, once you have studied, you will close the book. Later, whenever you will be having some examination, only after that only you will be recalling, or you will be taking that subject or chapters again. So that will not leads to gain the knowledge. So you have to adopt the method called spaced repetitions. If you are going to study one concept or one chapter today, means after 2 days or after 1 week we have to recall. Then only it has to be converted into short term memory to long term memory. Otherwise, what you have studied, what you have gained information today will not be the long lasting information. So this technique leverages psychological spacing effect, helping to move knowledge from the short term to the long term memory. The benefits of the spaced repetition are clear. It's not only improves memory retention, but also learner's capacity to gain and apply true transferable knowledge. And it approaches learning as a process rather than destination. So unlike rote memorization or cramming methods, spaced repetition is especially effective strategies for the adult learners. This is very much helpful for the first year students. You can adopt these spaced repetitions and all. So this technique helps for the heavy memorization also. The third method we are going to see is the Pomodoro techniques. I don't know how many of you familiar about this Pomodoro techniques. So in the Pomodoro techniques, we have to break the study time into short. We have to focused intervals called Pomodoros. So we will watch the small video regarding this Pomodoro techniques. You can able to have some clear idea what is meant by Pomodoro techniques.
The Pomodoro technique is one of my favorite techniques to fight procrastination and maintain focus and productivity throughout the day. Stay tuned for tips on how to incorporate this into your study routine. What's going on, guys? This is Jay from medschoolinsiders.com. First, I want to talk to you a little bit about the history of the Pomodoro technique. So it was invented back in the early 1990s by Francesco Cirillo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. He named it the Pomodoro technique after the tomato-shaped timer that he used to actually track his work as a university student. Since then, this technique has gained much popularity in various productivity and self-improvement circles. So the theory behind it is that any large task or any series of tasks can be broken down into short timed intervals called pomodoros. Each is separated by a short break. This takes advantage of the fact that our brains have limited attention spans. So as to how to use it, the only item you really need is a timer. You can go old-fashioned or use your phone or computer with an app. My favorite app is called 3030 on the iPhone. It's my favorite because of its clean interface and customizability, thus making it easy to do the traditional Pomodoro or customize it to your liking. More on that in a little bit. So first, choose a task or series of tasks that you need to accomplish. Next, set the timer to 25 minutes. Continue to work on the task until the timer goes off. Avoid constantly checking the timer. Once the timer goes off, take a short break for 5 minutes. Get up during this time. Do not take the break at the same spot that you were working. I personally like getting up, holding a third world squat, stretching, moving around. Now is also the time to use the bathroom and grab a refill for your water. After 4 Pomodoro cycles, take a longer break of 20 minutes. Rinse and repeat. Distractions. During your Pomodoro cycles, do your best to limit distractions. The whole point is 25 minutes of intense focus. Don't be checking Facebook or Reddit or the Med School Insider's website on and off. Focus on the task at hand. So I personally put my phone on either airplane mode or do not disturb mode, but be careful because do not disturb mode can actually affect the notifications on your timer app if you are using your smartphone app. If someone else comes knocking for help, use the inform, negotiate, callback strategy, which was suggested by Francesco Cirillo himself. So inform the distracting party that you're in the middle of something, negotiate a time when you can get back to them, and call back when your Pomodoro is complete and you're ready to address their need. When to use it. I only found out about the technique in medical school, and if you've checked my first video ever, link above right here, then you'll know that it is one of the key strategies that I wish I started using as an undergrad in college. So I often use this when I can't get myself motivated to study for a subject that is either particularly dull or boring. So anyways, I get my Pomodoro app started, and I tell myself I just need to do one cycle of 25 minutes. By making this commitment small to just do a small amount of work, it's easier to get started. And once I finish that cycle, it always feels less daunting as I've built momentum. At this time, it's usually not a problem to keep moving forward with my work. I've also found it useful for reading textbook chapters, going through my Anki deck, and getting started on background reading for research projects. Remember, though, that Pomodoro is ultimately a productivity system to serve you. Therefore, don't feel obligated to always take a break if you're in the groove. For longer days where you'll be studying for most of the day, such as the day before a final exam, I recommend you do take breaks, as this sustains your stamina and prevents burnout. Sometimes, though, it's best to just keep chugging along once you've built momentum. I often stop the Pomodoro app and continue my work without breaks when I'm either reviewing lectures or doing research, data analysis, and writing. So with reviewing lectures, I generally review one lecture, take a brief break after finishing the lecture, and then move on to the next. These breaks feel more natural to me than taking time breaks, but as always, figure out what works best for you. So going on to research. While Pomodoro has
Hope all of you understood this concept of the Pomodoro techniques. So basically what they are giving in this Pomodoro technique study method is you have 4 different breaks. So first thing, you have to decide what you are going to complete. You have to set the time. So you have to set the time for 15 minutes break, like that. You have to set the time. After every 15 minutes or after every 25 minutes, you have to take a short break of 5 minutes. Okay, so in the during this 25 minutes, the entire 25 minutes, you should not have any distractions. You have to avoid some disturbances or distractions, etc. Okay, after 25 minutes, you have to take a 5 minutes of this short break. Okay, so it helps to concentrate more on the studies. So you are focused only on the studying, and you can able to recall and recollect more information while adopting these Pomodoro techniques. Okay, so once this 4 cycles, that is after every 25 minutes, once it is over, you have to take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes also. So that case, you can have some longer break for what you want, you can continue. So this helps to it helps to avoid the distraction while doing the studies. It also helps to increase the focus in your studies also. Okay, so main thing is, during this Pomodoro techniques, you have to remove all those distractions. You have to remove the notifications and whatever the things, whatever the disturbances you will be having, you have to avoid such nuisances and all. So really, this technique will help you to gain more knowledges and focus in the studies. Okay. Next, we are going to see the technique called mind mapping or mind maps. So what is this mind map actually? So mind map is the visual way of organizing information. So you can visualize the information. Say for example, if you are studying about some photosynthesis or whatever it is, you can able to visualize the pictures. So what are the things happen in the photosynthesis, all those things you can able to visualize. So this information mimics your brain natural patterns of thinking. So you start with the central concept of the middle of the page and draw branches out of the related subtopics. So what comes next, what things, all those things you can draw. This helps the relationship between ideas and improve memory through visual cues and all. So this mind mapping really helps to find the gaps between what are the lacking from the short term to the long term. So it really helps and all. Okay. So what I already told, example, photosynthesis, you can visualize all those things. This method usually ideal for summarizing the complex topics or for brainstorming essay ideas also. So this creating mind map by hand is often more effective than using software. So you have to do all those things while doing the mind mapping. You have to visualize everything. You have to identify what comes next, what all those things, all these things and all. So while doing this mind mapping, you have to use some colors, images, and keywords for the better memorize also. Okay. So while doing this mind mapping, just don't aim for the exact perfection and all. It's all about creativity and making the real concept, and you are connecting the ideas and you are connecting the information what you have studied earlier only. Okay, just you are implementing um, the information what you have studied so far. Okay, so this is our fourth method, mind mapping. Next, we are going to see the method called Feynman techniques. So what it is actually? So this techniques involves teaching in your um, native terms. Say for example, so in this method, you have to explain the concept in the simple language to test your understanding. So you have to learn or you have to teach to someone in your natural language. Say whatever the concept you have studied, whatever things, you have to teach to someone, to child or to your peer, to your friend or to whomever it is. Okay. So if you able to explain the concept like you are teaching a child, you are truly understand it. If you struggle, you have been identified a gap. So you, if you are able to clearly explain the concept to anyone, to the child or to your peer or to friends, to someone, so you can able to clearly give the explanation. That case, you are very much clear in that concept. Otherwise, you are lacking someone and all. Okay. So say for example, explaining the Newton's law using a toy car to a child. If you are able to explain clearly to the child, you are well versed in that particular subject. Otherwise, you have to fix the gap where you are lacking and all. You have to fix that. Okay. So next method we are going to see the technique is SQ3 or study techniques. So S is nothing but survey, Q means question, and 3R representing read, recite, and review. So what is meant by the SQ3R study techniques? We will discuss now. So this SQR3 techniques is nothing but it is a reading comprehension techniques that enhances understanding as well as the retention. So it is like a structured approach encourages active engagement with the material, making it easier to grasp and remember complex information. So while before moving to the any subject or any topic or chapter in a textbook, you have to survey the headings and all. You have to go through the headings, or you have to turn on to the questions what you have seen, and you have to find out the answers, and you have to summarize aloud, and you have to go over the materials again. So say for example, before so I'll go, you are going to choose one chapter. So what you have to do is you have to survey that particular topic. Okay, then you have to turn them into questions. So what are all the various questions involved in the particular topics and all, and you have to find out the answer, or you have to read with the answers for that particular questions. Then next R, recite. Recite is nothing but you have to summarize, then you have to review. That is, you have to once again go to the materials again. So this is called the SQ3R method. So without proper reading, what you have to do is you have to first go through that material heading alone, then you have to move on to the question, then you have to go with the answers, and you have to go to the material, and you have to start reading this. So this encourages active reading and better comprehensions. Okay, so this is ideal for the textbook and dense reading materials. It will be very helpful for you. Okay, so it also helps in breaking down the content into manageable parts and promoting better comprehension. Next method we are going to see is PQR4 method techniques. So P stands for preview, Q stands for questions, and for R stands for read, reflect, recite, and review. Okay. So here, so first we will discuss what is this method and all. So P is nothing but the preview. What we have to do before moving to the chapter or one unit, whatever it is, you have to read through the grabs the main ideas what it is actually. You have to look at the titles or headings or visual aids, what are the given for a particular content. You have to go through this, and also you have to identify the key topics. First thing we have to do that. Okay, next you have to go for the introduction. What is given, what is actually this topic covers. So you have to check with that introduction, as well as you have to look into the conclusion chapter, what actually this topic conclude, what we can able to gain from this particular topic. So you have to preview all those things with the help of the introduction and the conclusion chapter, and you have to visualize the pictures which is connected with that particular topic, all those things. Then you have to questions. So after this preview, what you have to do is, after previewing the particular chapter, you have to create questions about the particular concept or particular unit. What is the purpose of the particular content and all, and you have to start questioning what, why, where, for the deep understanding of the particular concept. Okay, then you have to start reading. So this concept, you are after looking into the various concept of why this why, how, when, and all questions. So while reading the particular concept, you can able to clarify with that all those questions what you have already prepared in your mind. Okay. So this reading, that R, read represents reading, this one section, one unit or one chapter, you can able to gather all those information with the help of the questions what already you have preoccupied in a particular topic. Then reflect. So after reading overs, so after reading the new, you have gained some new knowledge or new information. You can able to assess how it relates to what you already know. That is known as the reflex. Okay. So then you will be having receipt. What it is actually. After reading, you have to summarize the material in your own words. Whatever the things you have studied so far, you have to start writing in your own language, own words, using your own words. You have to try to articulate in using the keywords and key terminology, all those things. So it helps to have more, generate more ideas and what you have already look into the text and all. And finally, the review. So review is nothing but the re-examining the materials. Okay, you are going to summarize what you have gone through with the particular topic. That is known as the review. So what you can do in this review means you can address any unsolved questions that you may have. So you can able to with the help of this review, and you can have some quiz for yourself with the learning experience so far you have done with the PQ4R techniques. So you can also incorporate the spaced repetition. We have seen as the second method, spaced repetition. You can also use the spaced repetition for reviewing this. Okay. So this preview is nothing but, so PQ and 4R preview. What is meant by preview? So preview nothing but basically what we are doing is we are looking into the titles and headings and seeing the introduction and conclusions in the preview. In the questions, we are going to have what, when, why, what we are going to learn in this particular chapters, why, where, all those things. Question we have to fix in the mind before moving into the particular topic. In the read, what you have to do, you have to we supposed to get the answers for all those preoccupied questions in the read chapter. And the reflect, you have to have the new information, and the receipt, you have to summarize everything, and the review, you have to give the some spaced repetition also. So today you have learned something, you have to give some space after 1 week or after 10 days, you have to again recall and review using the spaced repetition method. So what are the various advantages and disadvantages in this method? So it is effective for understanding the complex text and materials. It is very useful for this. It enhances comprehensive for material through active engagement and reflection. So encourages us critical thinking as well as and analytical skills also. So it helps for the long-term retention. This is the most of the advantages in our PQ4R method. We also have some disadvantages in this method. It is a time consuming method. It takes a lot. So if you adopt this method means it takes more time for understanding particular concept and all. Not only ideal for not always ideal for more straightforward text or quick readings. So it is not possible for all. Constant active engagement can be mentally tiring. So it also leads to constant active engagement. So these are all the few disadvantages with regard to the PQ4R method. So anyway, we will be having lot of advantages also. It helps for the long-term retention and all. So we can go for this PQ for our method. Next method is Cornell notes method. What is it actually? So we will see this. So it is an excellent studies system for organizing and reviewing lecture notes to increase comprehensive and critical thinking for the subject which you want to typically score more marks and all. Okay, so this is the way you'll be having the 4 parts in your notebook. One is for title, second one is for, and the top column is mainly for the title, and on the other hand, right side biggest column is for the notes taking, and the left column, smaller column, is for the keywords or key points you want to copy down, and bottom column is for the summary. So usually your Cornell notes method have supposed to be have 4 columns. Okay. So in the first column, that is in the title, in the first column, first topmost, you'll be having the title. In the right hand side, longest column, you're supposed to take the notes, and you have to prepare, you have to note down the main ideas, whatever in this, in the right hand side column. If you have any key questions, that case you have to write in the left column, and you have to summarize. If you want to summarize anything, means you have to write at the bottom of the page. Why these Cornell notes are very, very important? That means it helps to increase your uh, learning learning method or understanding method. So you are organizing and keeping the notes in the summarized method. It is easy to review and all. You can able to review whenever you are seeing the notes and all. So it also encourages the students to process the information actively during the lecture times. So during the lecture time, instead of taking notes in the entire page, you can go with this Cornell note system. So at the top of the notebook, you have to have only the title, and the left side please leave for the taking the key points and all, and the right hand side, you can take all those lecture notes while you are class teacher delivering some lectures. So at the end, you can also summarize the points what you have so far learned. Okay, this method is most very much applicable for you while in the lecture method. Next method we are going to see is interleaved practice method. What is this method actually? So this method involves mixing different topics or subject during this study session. So instead of studying A, B, 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 C, 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 you are going to adopt interleaving practice method. Say we can also have this. Instead of studying the same mathematics, instead of doing some max throughout the day, you can go with some other subject. So you can go some economics paper, or you can have some commerce paper during the study also. You can break down and you can study. So don't take entire whole day for studying the economics paper alone. Don't take the entire day for studying the particular of financial accounting alone. Instead of that, you have to adopt the interleaving practice. So you have to mix different types of topics or subject during the study session. Okay, so why we have to adopt this method? It improves your solving skill as well as the retention. So whatever you have learned so far, it will helps for the retention, learning retention also. So it is switching difference between different subjects or topics during the study session. So it actually helps to improve in your memory, problem solving, and also ability to differentiate between some concept also. So actually you can go with this interleaved practice method. It really works. Don't take one subject for one day. You have to go with the three different subjects. That case you can able to have what it is, you can able to focus mainly in different subject, as well as you can able to gain more knowledge through this interleaved practice method techniques. Next we are going to see about them blurting techniques. What is meant by this blurting techniques? So what you have to do in this is, so you have to involve in writing down everything about a particular topic without looking at your notes. So you have to write whatever things you have studied in this particular method. First, you have to read your notes in a specific topic. First, you are going to study a particular topic in economics, whatever the subject you are. Then you have to put your notes away and you have to find a blank page in your exercise book. Then from that you have to write down everything what you have studied in the particular topic. You have to remember and you have to write down everything. Then you have to look back with your notes and you have to check whatever the things you have studied and all those things. We have to look back and you have to check with that. Okay, while writing the notes itself you have used some different color pen also. You can broke down into different key points, uh, not to forget about everything. Okay, so if you are not able to recollect or able to write everything about the particular topics, meant you have to repeat again. Same thing, you have to read the particular topic, then again you have to take you have to take a note and you have to start writing what you have studied in the particular topic, and you have to check with the answers. Okay, so this is like a cycle. So you can identify the main gaps. Okay, so where you are lacking and all, you can able to check and you can able to um, regain the knowledge. Okay, next method is method of Loki. So what is meant by method of Loki? So this method also known as the memory palace technique. This method is also known as the memory palace technique that uses spatial memory to enhance and recall. So it is like so walking around with the palace, throughout the palace. So in the palace, what is in the left hand side, what is in the right hand side, what all the things available in the path side, all those things you have to encode and decode. Okay, so it is like associating time to remember with a specific location in a familiar place, so allowing for organized retrieval for information by mentally walking through that place. So what you have seen in the right and what you have seen in the roof in the palace, all those things. So we can also have some imaginary. So remember a grocery list. So you can remember some grocery list. Imagine placing each item in a different room of your house, or you can visualize the items vividly in those locations where it is located. All those things. So if you are looking for that, you are already gone for any shopping mall. If you want to purchase some beverages and all, where it is already located, you can use your method of Loki system and you can visualize where it is available. You can get back or you can get that beverages, all those things. So this is already the familiar place. Actually, this method of Loki, where you can able to recall everything with the help of already previous knowledge or previously which you have visited particular place. Okay. Then finally, we are going to see about them elaborative um, interrogations method. So it involves why techniques, why we have to study this technique, or why we have to study this topic, why we are study this unit, all those things. So this why question actually makes to the connection between the new information and the existing knowledge. So it leads to promote deeper understanding as well as the retention. Okay, so why this is true and why this is wrong, why does this make sense, all those why questions we have to create, and with this you can able to generate explanation with the help of the why statement, and you can have the concept through instead of passively accepting the information, whatever the information everyone passing, instead of that you can have some why questions, why this. So this actually connects some knowledges, it actually enhances understanding, you can able to think critically with the help of this elaborative integration method. Okay, so these are all the various techniques, effective study techniques, which is very useful for the first years. So far we have seen 12 methods. If you have any doubt in this, you can raise the questions. So totally 12 techniques we have seen. Active recall study methods. Then we have seen this spaced repetition method. Then Pomodoro techniques method. Then we have also discussed about mind maps technique method. Then Feynman technique methods. SQ 3R study techniques method. PQ 4R study technique method. And Cornell notes method. Then intervaled practice study technique method, the bluttering method, then method of Loki, and elaborative integration study technique methods. So these are all the various techniques available. You can adopt any of this method, any one of this method, or you can combine any 2-3 methods for adopting the study methods. So usually it helps to regain the knowledge from the short term to long term. So that is very much important. So you can adopt any of this method. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can clarify now. Ma'am? Hello, ma'am. So one of the question is, which method is easy for classroom teaching and learning? So this classroom teaching and learning, we can go for them. So actually this topic is effective study techniques for the first year students. So for studying, I have given 12 methods of the 12 methods, but you are asking about that learning method, teaching and learning, which method you can go for the teaching and learning method. So this teaching and learning method, we can have some discussion method, or else some projector method, video lecturing, group discussion, quizzes, all those things we can have, ma'am. Any other question?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hope everyone received the message, what Megla ma'am expressed in the right way. Thank you, ma'am. Wonderful message you have delivered. Dear students, thank you so much. Wonderful question was raised by Emma Malini, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. So many regular faces, as like so many new faces are I'm watching. So dear team, kindly get ready for a group photo. Please switch on your video. for group photo. Being in travel, so Megha ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
welcome, ma'am. So Megha
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am.
welcome sir. Balamohan sir, welcome. Megha ma'am, mobile is in
Yes, ma'am.
video. Yeah. Yes, it's visible now, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm about to take. Hema Malini ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
You-
you for the opportunity you have given, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, not like that, ma'am. You had given your time with valuable things for our students without any expectation. Thank you so much, ma'am. Once again,
My
I'm
pleasure, ma'am.
taking another clip. Okay. Nice, nice. Thank you, everyone. So, PIC's iPhone. Who's that? Very great broadside. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So, I'm pasting the link for to get your certificates. Please fill your details correctly. Otherwise, you won't able to get your certificate through your email. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Megha ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shamla ma'am, for introducing a wonderful resource person, as she already delivered his special address in skill developer, even though she eagerly wait to express her new ideas about the understanding techniques for students. Thank you so much, ma'am. Everyone is unique theory you had delivered. Thank you so much, ma'am. Wonderful presentation about that. So please keep inspiring us, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to Bharati Chuda. Thanks to conveners. I had posted the feedback form in chat box. Please go through it. Thank you, everyone.